My fellow YouTubers, I have heard your cries. While there are many of us, myself, Cat Condell, Amazing Atheist, Captain Awesome, just to name a few, who've been ripping on the cults of old, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and whatever other major ones I'm leaving out. There's more. Screw it. But notice I've said cults, because in reality, the only difference between a cult and a religion is military support. But many of you have wanted to hear something on a more recent cult, namely Scientology. Honestly, what could be wrong with it? It has the word science right there in the name. But in a nutshell, once upon a time, the evil alien overlord Xenu had himself a bit of a population problem. So, he decided to kill a bunch of people and freeze their souls. Because, he didn't want the souls to come back and create a bunch of new people. Then he took a bunch of DC-10s, or DC-7s, whichever, I don't really care, and flew across space. Although winged aircrafts don't work in space, being that they fly on the principle of lift, which is non-existent in space. But they flew until he came across a little blue planet called Earth. Xenu then took the frozen souls and dumped them into volcanoes. Because we all know the best way to keep something frozen is to dump it into a volcano. As you can guess, the souls melted and began to escape. Planning ahead, though, Xenu had giant soul catchers placed in the sky, then carted them off to a soul brainwashing facility built right here on Earth. Although to date, no remnants of this building have been found. But they were placed here, where they were pumped full of bullshit and set free to roam the Earth, until they eventually attached themselves to mankind. This, of course, was the revelation of a man named L. Ron Hubbard, a fucking science fiction writer. Anyone not catching this? The truth revealed by way of brainwashed alien souls from a science fiction writer. A man who wrote books about fucking aliens. L. Ron Hubbard wasn't even a good science fiction writer, as apparent by the 1960s airliners flying through space, but more so, he wrote Battlefield Earth. Really, does more need to be said than that? Just like the old style cults, they're not real big on dissent or criticism. But unlike the old school motherfuckers who would just torture, maim, and burn you until you either submitted or died, this is a truly American cult. They will sue the fuck out of you. And of course, they're not just going to tell you what they believe. That wouldn't be profitable enough. They're going to make you pay out the ass to hear it. Because in the end, Scientology is just a global scam set forth by a shitty science fiction writer. I mean, fuck, Battlefield Earth. I know Hubbard had nothing to do with the movie, but whoever decided to put dreadlocks on John Travolta needs to be shot. It was a shitty book and an even shittier movie. And this is the crackpot people are looking to for the great truths of the universe. Leave it to Hollywood to be absolutely batshit nuts. So, thanks for listening. Be well, be safe. And if you feel the need to sue me after this, kindly go fuck yourself. Or at least go fuck someone else, because obviously you need to get laid.